Haines City, Florida. You miss home?
I wouldn't say I really miss it. I like being away and learning new things, so not really.
But Kansas is different than Florida, obviously. You've been here a couple years.
Yeah, 3 years, going on 3 years.
What does Manhattan have that Haines City doesn't have?
College football. It may seem like it's not a lot, but it's definitely a lot because playing college football here, it definitely takes up a lot of time. So that's why I don't really have time to miss home probably because I'm so busy with football all the time.
But now you're off.
Now we're off. We got time off, and I'm going crazy because I don't know how to handle my time.
So work out.
Pretty bored. We're gonna work out tomorrow.
Okay. So if you have off time, what's your go-to? Besides, TikTok and all the other social media, but what do you go to?
Recovery for sure. So I was pretty much in recovery all morning and then finishing up school for the semester. Those would be the two things that I make sure I got to accomplish before I leave.
What are you studying?
Kinesiology.
Oh, no.
Why you say, oh no?
You got a lot of schooling left.
Not that much. I get a little bit, but not that much.
Okay. Cool. Glasshouse Joe? What's this about? What is that a nickname? Do you call yourself Did someone call you Glasshouse Joe? Or do you call yourself Glasshouse?
Nah, I don't really call myself Glasshouse Joe. It was just a funny thing where me and my friends from back home that we created a long time ago, and I just made it change for it.
It just stuck, huh?
Yeah, it just stuck ever since it.
That's cool. Well, I do want to take time about talking about Coach. And is there a moment, or I guess, what do you think? Where are you going to think about Coach's legacy? What is that? What kind of words can you put into that?
I would say his legacy that he left for me would definitely be the off the field part of it. He made sure that we knew as a team that he was a family man first with faith, then family, and then football. So he instilled that in all of us and made sure we knew he was a big family guy. Family was always around. Obviously, the sign coach there when I first got here. But his legacy, it definitely impacts me of learning things that off the field that I'll carry on for the rest of my life. And he is a huge role model. I learned so much from him. Things on the football field, things off the field. He was a huge role model to all of us, even other coaches. Just watching him every day and how he handled his business, how he showed up each and every single day, poured his all into us. That just speaks for it right there. His legacy that he left, but he had a huge impact in my life.
That's awesome. Well, it is such a bittersweet time right now. I grew up in Manhattan. I mean, I've been a K-State fan my entire life, and I've been alive through the Bill Snyder years, and I've also been alive through the other coaches' years. And but Klieman, I was really proud to call him coach, and it just seemed like that's what he did. He made players feel special, but he led players to work for the right things. It seemed low. So I really appreciate Klieman. So big shout out to Klieman.
Yeah, for sure.
These last 2 weeks of the football season, you kind of went off in a big way. Was there something that changed in the last 2 weeks that allowed you to just kind of pop off?
Not really. I wouldn't say nothing really changed. Basically keeping the same routine, same thing that I've done each and every single week of the year.
Okay.
So really not much that changed to happen.
Gosh, I'm just curious about it because holy cow, 296 rushing yards at Utah. The holes were just popping open.
Greatest all the offensive line I got with Murray. Or without them, none of that would be possible. So it's
True.
their butts off for a weeky. We got the results on Saturday.
Okay, so how does it feel to know you broke the all-time rushing game record, passing the legend Darren Sproles? How does that feel? Is there words to put in that?
But not much. At the time, it's still feeling more and more about it each day. But at the time when I first found out, it was very surreal. Fred Bibb says God paired with him when it possible. But it was very surreal at the moment because I think I was on the way to do a radio interview or something. And I really bad song, but the best speaker then, and then I out the other bit stuff, just kind of off the hard lock. So yeah, a lot of motion going on.
Yeah.
So basically pulling the lane, one rear out the other thing. That's coach that we got. I thought about it. I was like, what do you say? And that facility. And I was just blown away. I think I stopped on softball for pro simple. So just take you all in here, you just said, but we were at the sphere at the moment and just looking back on it. And that's kind of on. I was all understood. Well, know what I do for it at this kind of miss. So basically, made to. Sure.
You definitely had a lot of running room for sure. There were some long runs. Well, that's great. And then even Colorado, you ran for 142 yards, 3 touchdowns. You went off. Okay, I was at that game. Are you guys cold on the sidelines? I was freezing in the stands.
On the sideline, I was sorry. On the field, not so much. But we had a lot of adrenaline pumping.
Okay.
A lot of energy going through the body. So mine wasn't even on the cold field. But once we got off the field and got on the sidelines, it set in a lot.
Are your hands cold?
Actually, we went out for pregame and my hands were like almost Trojan, so I had
Yes.
some adjustments when I went back in the locker room. Came out there to start the thing with like basically like 3 pairs of Joes on, so that helped me out and got in the booty game.
I was at the Iowa State game a couple of years ago when we had snow. That was nothing compared to the wind and the chill factor at that game. That was awful. You made ESPN Top 10, but you made it in the Not Top 10, and it was for a very interesting reason. I guess your pants got a little shorter as the game went on. What was going on? That just wear and tear? They just keep getting frayed, or you actually pull them up because you like the feel of them?
I pull them up a little bit just to like go over my knees because I hate it's like a huge ick that I have. Like when my pants are like fully stretched out and like are over my knees, or, like anywhere close to my knees, and it's just like the feeling. It's like a huge ick to me, and it's like always been like that. So I just hate that feeling. So I always pull them up a little bit. But
Okay.
I'll just say for some reason, as the season kept going on, they kept getting shorter and they kept going more and more up my legs. And
So did you see it, or did people share the clip to you?
the ESPN.
Yeah, the Not Top 10.
People shared the clip with me a lot. I got a lot of people sending me that, and once I went back home, I think my uncle showed it to me. He was like, "I got something to show." I didn't know what it was, and then it was that, and we just like bust out laughing, had a good time about it. But
That's so good. That's so good. I mean, I would just assume you would want knee pads for the ground, the impact, but you don't need that? You're good?
we'll take that in consideration because my knees were a little skint up some, but we may have to make some more adjustments. But I like the pants up my legs a little.
Do you also do the tape on the backside of the arms too?
Yes, sir.
Have you been doing that since high school, or?
Yeah, I would say probably since high school. I would say I start wearing turf tape, and it's just been something part of my just routine in game day, just to put on some turf tape.
Yeah.
It helps out a lot, obviously, because obviously we play on turf a lot, so definitely takes a lot of the scratches and skin coming off from the backside of my arms, because that's not fun. So
Yeah.
it helps out a lot.
How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty good, blessed.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got any aches and pains?
Nah, no aches.
You're
Yeah,
good.
no,
You're set.
right now. Yes, sir.
Okay, so first impressions of Collin Klien.
Honestly, it's got to go back to my junior year in high school when he first made that first phone call with me. From the moment I picked up the phone and we talked back to my junior year, I would say the impression that I got from him was he's a huge competitor and he want to win right now. And that's how it's always been. Probably one of the most competitive guys I know, especially being an offensive play caller, now a head coach. So I can just only imagine how more competitive he's going to be. But
Yeah.
my biggest impression from him is just how big of a competitor he is.
What were your thoughts when you heard that he was going to be the new head coach?
Excited, super excited. Mainly because we just get to finish what we started. Because like I said, he was one of the ones that recruited me when I was in my recruitment process to come to Kansas State. And then my freshman year when I was here, he was our offensive coordinator. So
Yep.
basically that's what I had told him once I got the chance to talk to him, just finish what we started. I'm really excited to get to work with you and just win some games and compete for a national championship.
I like that. I like that. Well, I know it's a little early, but are we expecting return to K-State next year?
Of course.
I had to ask the question.
Nah, you
But
good.
more importantly, though, what are, I guess, from a developmental standpoint, what are the expectations for yourself for 2026?
Become a better football player, basically off the field. Meaning by that is with my mental, basically taking my IQ to another level and just becoming a way smart football player.
Yeah.
Way more than I was this year, understanding the game way more so I can get to the point where I feel like I know what's going to happen before the play. So I know exactly what I need to do and where this person is going to be before the play starts. So basically it'll be a home run, and it would be very positive plays. I tried to work on it a little bit this year.
Yeah.
I got better with it for sure, but definitely now this offseason where I have countless hours to work on it, I would definitely for sure live in the film room, live with my running back coach, and just basically try to turn my mind into something to where I can just imagine what's going to happen before the play.
Who do you base your style of play on?
I used to always say Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell for sure. I used to watch Le'Veon Bell a lot growing up. And then a little bit of Deebo Samuel because when he was with his previous team, he played some running back. He was in the backfield a lot. And just his ability to be versatile. And I feel like I have the great ability to be versatile as well. So those two guys probably play a huge factor into it.
Strong man there, Debo. He was not feeling too well last game, I think.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think he got a little sick or something. Here's the question that's probably not going to make the film, but you got to bury a dead body. Who on your team are you going to call first?
I got to bury a dead body. Oh.
Who's your one phone call?
And somebody that on the team that got to help me out.
It's just the person that, you know what? That's the person I got a bunch of people to pick from. I got to pick from one of them.
That's gonna help me out. It'll be, I don't know. That's a tough question. I would say pretty much anybody I can call. I feel like they'll help me out.
Okay.
I feel like anybody will help me out with that.
Good media training there. I like that, Joe. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. I thank you.